Hi, this is Michael Becker, and in this Tinderbox lesson, I want to pull out something from the Working with Export Templates Part 2 training and do a specific lesson just on that. And that's how to pull the value of your attributes into the body of your text in your notes. Not just with the note that you have in focus, but with the note from anywhere within your file. So let me go ahead and show you how to do that. And there's a lot of really fun and cool applications around that. So you see here we have our Working with Tinderbox templates file. And what I want to be able to do is pull this element, CM subject line, the value here into my file. So I'm going to use export code. Just like I would use in an export template, I can use that in the body text of any note. So if I go ahead and type value, and then I give the name of the attribute, CM subject line, put the parentheses and close it out. So that's the line we did. And if I go there, you'll see that it didn't work. The reason why it didn't work is I spelled it wrong, right? So there you go. We've got the value pulling in from our attribute into our note. Now I do this in a number of different ways too. So let's say I'm using text expander. And so if I type the slash name, which is the value I've given to my text expander abbreviation, it automatically typed it for me. So that's a really great example and benefit of using text expander when you're doing that. So now what I'm doing is say, grab the name of this note and grab the subject line from its attributes and put that into the text. So if I do there, you'll see what happens. Now look what's happening here is it's pulled it all into one line. Well, that's because we're using export code, and the Tinderbox doesn't really know what we're telling it, because if we look here in the HTML, what we're telling Tinderbox is to pull in this value, but we're not telling it how to format it. So what we'd want to do there is we could either put some text, hello, and so that's forcing a format in between that. And so you'll see here that by putting in hello, we're getting those HTML tags there. Or if we could just manually type in some HTML, as we look here in the HTML, you'll see it's there. And then if we look at the preview, you'll now see Tinderbox naturally put a line break into the note for us. So that's a really, really powerful way to writing notes. And one of the use cases I use for this is when I talk about something. So like especially when my product specifications. So I'll say something like in, name, this is going on. And so then when I look at it, in example, pull in value, this is going on. So that's a really great way, because that way, let's say I wanted to change the name of the note, I could go ahead and call that values. And now it says in example, pull in values. This is what's going on. So you're able to use these kind of the variables in your text to be able to pull the value elements in, and it will make editing your content much easier down the road. The other thing, so that's how you pull values from a specific note itself. Now let me show you how to do that from another note. So let's give a line break here. Let's now pull values from another note. Okay, and so this time we want to pull the CM subject line not from this note, but from this note. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and copy the name of this note. And you'll see here that its CM subject line is thank you. We greatly appreciate your support for our Tinderbox training efforts. So now if I go in here and now I put a parentheses and I type in the name of the note and close out the keys, and you'll see now, if I go like this, you'll see, thank you, we greatly appreciate. So we're pulling in this value. Check this out. Here's the value, and we're pulling in the value from another note. Now, by the way, check, this is really important. I've got my smart quotes turned off here. If I turn my smart quotes on and I start typing here, you'll see the smart quote just turned into a curly quote. Excuse me, the straight quote just turned into a curly quote. So if I go and look here, it's not going to work. So what I need to either do is copy and paste the straight quote onto the curly quote to make it work again, like we did just there. Or there is an attribute called smart quotes. And if this is false, meaning turned off, then Tinderbox will let you type away to your heart's content, and it won't have the straight quotes automatically be converted into curly quotes. So this is just a really, really powerful way to pull in values from another note. And now let me show you one other thing. You can also format sets and lists as well as other values like dates. Okay. Now I'm not going to do them all, and you can look at the formatting format dot operators. But let's go ahead and type in this again. So I'm going to go value, and now this time I want to pull in tags, and I'm going to pull in tags from this note just to make it faster, so I can copy and paste. I'm going to pull in tags from this note, and we'll go like this, and we'll close that out. And now what we're doing is we're going to pull all the information. So if you look at this note, you'll see this note has a number of tags, patron, email, TBX lesson. And if we go ahead and look at the preview, you'll now see it's patron, email, TBX lesson. But look here, it's giving me the exact value of what's in the tag list, and that means semicolons. But that's not really typically the way we would read lists. So in this case, what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and format that. And so I'm going to go in between the value parenthetical here, and I'm going to type dot replace. And what I want it to do is programmatically replace the semicolon with a comma, and a space. And so now when I do that, oh, and again, I don't want to put it there. Yeah, I do. I want to put it, is that where I want to put it? Let me double check. Parentheses, this, dot replace. No, I don't think I actually want to put it there. I want to put it here. Okay, so that way, when we go ahead and now look at it, it pulls in the list, but actually replaces the semicolons with commas. And that's a much better way we want to look at it. And then we could also put like our tab here. We could call it tags. And so then when we look at our list, you can see tags, patron, email, all that. Okay, so there you go. This is what's so great about Tinderbox, is you have this ability to now pull in values from all of your attributes from any of your notes in the file. So hopefully you see this and are excited about this capability as I am, because it's just truly universal, and you'll get so much mileage out of this. I hope you enjoy this. Bye. Oh, and before I forget, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tell all your friends. Thanks. Bye-bye.